Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and I am here to talk about something that I've seen a couple people bring up in regards to PlayStation now starting to require PlayStation account linking, and certainly I understand why people are bringing it up, because it is honestly like a foregone conclusion that you would come up with if you see a very big difference between PC and console gaming. I think if you talk to somebody that is an ardent PC gamer, one of the biggest aspects that they will always say is a benefit about PC gaming is the fact that there is no pay-to-play online nonsense. With PlayStation 5, Xbox as well, you have to pay to play online. You need PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold, and I think a lot of people see PlayStation requiring some form of account linking as their way to ease people into requiring PlayStation Plus. I am here to tell you guys, and maybe somebody from Sony will watch this video. You'd be surprised at who actually watches content on YouTube. You know, I don't get a crazy amount of views, but if a video, let's say, gets 5,000 views, there's a little bit of a chance that one of those people has a connect or somebody that can get the word out a little bit. It's a funny game we play here on YouTube, and you guys would be surprised who watches our content. I will just leave it at that. But PlayStation Plus, the idea of it being on PC, let me reiterate like I've said before, would be an absolute disaster. Look, console and PC gaming are completely different animals. Remember when PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live Gold were introduced? PC gaming had not popped off yet. It had not been this big thing. I wouldn't say, back in 2013, comparatively to now, and especially when I look at it anecdotally, all my boys were not on PC gaming. Nowadays, it's like 90% of my friends are just gaming on PC. A lot of them do have consoles as well. Actually, a good portion of them, I'm not going to say the majority of them, a good portion of them have a PS5, but I think literally every single person that has a gaming PC that has also bought a PlayStation 5 that I personally know was like, why did I even buy this console? It's something that, people get disposable income and then they just start buying things that they don't really need, but they just buy them anyway, and then clarity hits them down the line. You guys get the idea. These days, PC gaming is huge, and it's already established. Once something is established, it's very hard to change people's ways. And once PC gaming, and now it being a lot bigger than it was back in 2013, it's established that it's free online. It was one thing when PlayStation was moving on to make PlayStation Plus necessary for online multiplayer. Remember, everything came together for PlayStation for online multiplayer, for PlayStation Plus to be required for online multiplayer, for that to work out. Remember how hard Xbox was fumbling the bag right around the time PlayStation Plus was getting introduced as necessary for pay-to-play online. Xbox, on the other hand, were talking about used games not being an option and digital DRMs being introduced, Connect being mandatory. PlayStation got given the freest of freest W's with the PlayStation 4 era, and I love the PS4. I think the PS4 had a lot of great games, but Microsoft lost that generation before that generation even started. Who the hell wanted an Xbox One with all the nonsense they were pulling, and then they put out no quality games either? PlayStation was just given such a free W, so I don't think you can take, PlayStation audience accepted PlayStation Plus in 2013. That means PC audience will accept PlayStation Plus in 2025 or 2024. First of all, console and PC audience, certainly very, very different, but you already saw when something was established and Sony tried to put their fingerprints on it and tried to make changes with Helldivers 2. How did that turn out for Sony? It turned out so poorly where Sony had to walk back on that. You think Sony wanted to walk back on that? You damn right they did not want to walk back on that. That's why they're still doing it with Ghost of Tsushima Legends. That's why Until Dawn is going to require account linking. That's why God of War is going to require account linking, and that's one thing. Account linking is nonsense already, and you see people pushing back on that. Could you imagine the vitriol that would be attached to, let's say, Sony releasing a game like Concord, and let's make that game even more dead on arrival than it already is. The he/him pronouns for robots ain't enough. Let's make PlayStation Plus mandatory, because I guarantee you, somewhere, somebody at PlayStation and Sony, in their sick, twisted mind, they're like, man, we're going all in with these live service games. I'm sure, best case scenario in their fantasy land, they wanted to get Last of Us Factions to come out. They didn't want that game to get canceled, but somebody is thinking in their fantasy land, oh my god, could you imagine Last of Us Faction comes out on PC, and then we could get all these Steam users to sign up for PlayStation Plus as well to play Last of Us Faction, this online game? That's what they want. Don't get anything twisted here. Yes, Sony is very much appreciating the increased revenue generation that releases like a Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War are offering to their bottom line, but their ultimate goal is to still bring you into their ecosystem. And it's not just Sony, it's Ubisoft, it's EA, it's Activision. They all tried, and outside of Ubisoft continuing to struggle along with Ubisoft Connect, EA came crawling back, Activision came crawling back with Call of Duty. If Call of Duty didn't work out on their own platform, what makes you think PlayStation, they can start doing things like requiring PlayStation Plus, and people are gonna be like, gee golly, I really want to play Concord, guys. Concord is that game that's gonna really get me to start paying $10 a month. And obviously, it's different for an MMO, where that's a completely different behemoth in its own, but the idea of PlayStation Plus being required for PC, it would just be comical. Sony would get laughed at, and you do not want to do that. Sony to the console audience has a lot of goodwill because their competition is literally Xbox, who do nothing. They legitimately put out no games, and then they close studios. That's what they do. Hi-Fi Rush was amazing, and then they closed the studio. They have no competition. Nintendo is on an island of their own, so the PlayStation, the hardcore PlayStation community, a lot of them, they are like the PlayStation Elite Task Force, but you cannot get away with that on PC, as we saw with the Helldivers 2 saga. It was one thing with Ghost of Tsushima, where Legends required online multiplayer, PlayStation account linking, and that turned out fine, and it was illustrated before that game launched. Once again, God of War is illustrating that before the game launches, but PlayStation account linking and trying to implement PlayStation Plus, which again, in Sony's dream world, where they're primarily thinking about their bottom line, they are salivating at the thought of monetizing the PC audience within their ecosystem on top of the PlayStation audience. They would love to get you into their ecosystem. Again, every publisher, big publisher has tried. Your Bethesda has tried. They failed. Activision has tried. Failed. Microsoft has tried in the past. Failed. Remember when, like, Quantum Break was games for Windows Store exclusive, or Windows Store exclusive, and Forza Horizon 3 and all that? Failed. Who else we got? EA failed. I don't know if I already said them. I'm sure we got other publishers, and obviously they're games that can work out fine. Like, they don't need to bring World of Warcraft onto Steam. I get that, but trying to get a little bit too over the top, trying to draw people into your ecosystem is never going to work out, as has been proven abundantly over and over again. But let me just reiterate, PS Plus on Steam, on PC, would be a train wreck, and people would just laugh at it, and it would be a clown show for Sony. Maybe the absolutely down bad PlayStation Elite Task Force would talk about how insane it is and how great it is for the consumer, but yeah, they would be clowns in that situation. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.